to another video. As you can see, we're back in Taiwan, here to have a meeting with our agents, get some things sorted out, QC some more frames. Yeah, just had a little walk down Cafe 85, got myself a coffee, get some more flip-flops in a bit. Comfy flip-flops, £2, bargain. Get back to the hotel, finish my coffee and head to the office. Let's get on with it. So here we are in the paint factory, noise in the background, as well as our standard frames. We've got the next batch of RPR frames. So these are our custom club colourways, neon black. And yeah, as the first club we've done custom stuff for, they have got a little bit extra and got their names on the top tube as well. So it should be something we're rolling out later this year or early next year. Standard Bowman artwork with a little bit of space for a club name and club colours. Let us know what you think about this, because we do get a lot of people asking for it. It's something we'd like to do some more of.
We're going to 7-Eleven.
Cool.
And then we're going to Mount.
No, we don't need that. Fancy. It's fancy. $30K, $35K into the ride so far. Some horrible steep bits, but this is where we are. Going down to the lake, Bing River. It's nice. Yeah, it's bumpy that descent though. Halfway up that hill now? Thought you were going all the way up 130?
Yeah.
I think we probably get to the same height. It's humid. crazy. So back where I started this morning at 6:05, coffee place. Just got back from, how long was it? Oh, trying to work out. 120, 130. Okay. Now I didn't have signal till 10k in. Anyway, it was properly Taiwanese lumpy with tiny little roads. You know it's bad when the roads have concrete poured over them to kind of short-term repair the landslide stuff. Elevation 1450 meters in 120k, 33 degrees, 95% humidity. Yeah, it's sweaty. It's a hot, sweaty day, but very good to get out. Now back to the laptop. Do some reports about yesterday's meetings. Yeah, get ready for final QC stuff tomorrow. So finish this coffee and back to the hotel. Well, another glorious sunny day here in Taichung. Just dropped the bike off that I borrowed to go for a ride, and then waiting for our agents to pick me up, and then we can go and QC some more painted Palace R frames. Had a little bit of a rework on the fork, so they should be delivered. They should have been delivered by the time we get there. Just waiting for the car. So over to that, really. Back at the paint shop, it looks like we've got our fork problem fixed. That's good. We had a little issue with some of the forks not quite being finished perfectly to fit headsets on. We've got all them reworked now. Well, found somewhere just about in the shade and quiet, I think. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed it's alright. Just a little bit of an explanation about why we're here, really. Our agents had a change of staff about 7 or 8 months ago, which kind of, they had a change of staff and they moved office, so there was there were definitely some issues going on there. Some of our customers will have unfortunately experienced some of the blowback, some of the consequences of those issues. Thankfully, those of you that watch this that are our customers, thank you for bearing with us while we tried to sort it out. The upshot of everything is that we've had some we've not really been able to keep up with demand as much as we would like to. Part of that is down to the fact that so many of you guys are interested in buying the frames that we're trying to get on top of how many we're making and how many we can get hold of to fulfill the orders. And part of the issue was the supply chain broke down in a few places. One of the major reasons we're coming over here is to implement some pretty substantial changes to our supply chain. Yeah, we're pretty certain we've got most of those ironed out now. One of the meetings I had on Tuesday, which couldn't bring this into because obviously there was some reasonably heated discussions going on, problem solving, kind of finding out what happened with who and that sort of stuff, find out where the fault lay, how we can make sure it doesn't happen again. The big thing we're doing is implementing a completely new way of managing and reporting. The guys here on the ground in Taiwan, a completely different way of managing and reporting to us any issues within the supply chain, because it's quite a complicated supply chain because the frames and the forks and the headsets and the seat clamps and all the small parts are made by different people. It's not like we just go to one factory and say, make our frame or make our frame set. So there's all of those things have different lead times. Yeah, you got to manage that and kind of get them all in to come in at the same time and get them in with enough time for each of them to be quality controlled before they're all brought together. Car's gone. And now we've got some structure in place to have a much better idea of what's going on the ground here, to try and minimise the amount of times I have to come over here each year. As much as I like coming over here and the riding's great and the food's good and the culture's interesting and it's really, you know, it's great to look at and visit different places, but it's a long way to come just to problem solve all the time. Just wanted to kind of get a bit of an update, because I know there's been people talking about their orders being delayed, and yeah, we're really sorry that that's happened. It's a complicated business, and it's never a straightforward process, and unfortunately we're at the mercy of the quality of information we get. So one of the big things we're doing, as I was saying earlier, is putting a system in place where we can get far better information, so we don't get told things too late, to inform customers of any delays. If there are any delays, we've got people on top of things, so that if there's a delay in the tubing forming or the tubing cutting or the tubing bending or any of those stages of a frame manufacturer, we'll know in advance, which would be 60 or 70 days ahead of when the actual painted frame sets are due to ship to us. So it's a lot better to know that your frame's going to be 2 weeks late far in advance than knowing on the day that you're expecting it to be delivered, obviously. And that's the situation we found ourselves in a couple of times this year. As I was saying, we've got stuff in place now, we've got substantial changes on the ground here in Taiwan. The joys of a growing business, I suppose. Yeah, but just kind of wanted to let you know what was going on, and I should get back to helping the guys do the final checks on these frames so they can get put in boxes and get onto the boat in a few days' time. So yeah, I'm gonna head on over there. So cheers. So when we're talking about QCing the frames, this is what we're talking about at this stage of the process. We go and by hand over every frame, and then if there's little marks in the paints, tiny little things, put a little bit of tape on the frame, and they go back into the polishing room to get finished off. Probably some little edge that needs buffing off. That one's such a small thing that I can't even see what Armin's found. Just have a look at the next one. So yeah, this one here, this little small paint imperfection, they'll just get polished out before they're boxed up. It's the level of detail that we're trying to get on our frames. Yeah. And like that, we're finished. Just need to grab a couple of black forks that have been reworked to get home. And we're done. Yeah, so it continues. Non-stop. Just back from the paint shop and met a Taiwanese customer here who wanted to collect his frame because I was in Taiwan, so just done that. Now, get some cash out, get a taxi back from the HSR to the hotel, get ready for long haul flight home tomorrow. Yeah. Right, that's done. Airport run done, airport run. HSR run done. Sorted. Very productive, if not whistle-stop tour of Taiwan this week. But got a lot of our issues ironed out. Got a lot of stuff in place that should make things a lot more straightforward in the future. Yeah. From another Taichung Diaries. Time to sign out. Get on a plane. Long day of travelling ahead, but all done. Thanks again for watching. If you do like the videos, thumbs up always helps us. Subscribe if you want to see some more of this stuff. And we'll see you next time back in the UK. Until then, cheers.